Though he was found drunk and passed out inside his police car, an Aurora police officer will not face charges.
Now, that coming today from District Attorney George Brauchler, making that decision, saying he was not very happy about it at all.
As 9 News reporter Nelson Garcia shows us, the prosecutor says he can't build a case because fellow Aurora police officers didn't do their jobs.
Now, on March 29th, 2019, Officer Nate Meyer was heavily intoxicated.
In a press conference rife with frustration, District Attorney George Brauchler talks about a case of what he calls, quote, blocks away from being a cover-up when Aurora officer Nate Meyer was found drunk and passed out in his squad car.
Meyer's in uniform, his vehicle's in drive, his foot on the brake, he's unresponsive. During the process of removing him, 3 other Aurora officers indicate some level of odor of alcohol that they smell.
Yet Brauchler states the senior officer on the scene, Deputy Chief Paul O'Keefe, wanted to protect Officer Meyer.
Here's what's important. None of those observations are communicated to EMS personnel. That plays a significant role in how they assess this case as we move forward.
Paramedics treated it as a medical emergency, and Meyer's blood alcohol level was never taken for a DUI investigation, only for internal affairs, where Myers admitted to drinking vodka. But Brauchler says internal affairs findings are not admissible in court by law, that BAC .43, more than 5 times the legal limit.
I do think he beat the system. I just think it was part of the system that helped him do it.
Aurora Interim Chief Vanessa Wilson agrees.
You know, I echo his frustration in the way the case was handled. I think people within the community are angry, and people here in the police department are angry.
It's the most upsetting to me in the way it was handled, and frankly, the impression that it leaves with those who are inclined to question whether it's my ability to carry out my sworn duty to enforce the laws of the state in this jurisdiction, or Aurora's ability to protect and serve and be impartial in the way they enforce the laws. I don't think either of those things are true, but now here we are, and we've just had back-to-back questions from respected members of the media asking that exact same thing, and I tell you, it sucks.
Frustration and remorse.
The hundreds of thousands of contacts that we have with people are done right. This was done wrong. I own that this was done wrong, and I asked for them to give me an opportunity to move forward and to gain that trust back.
In Aurora, Nelson Garcia, 9 News.
Chief Wilson says she's launching another internal affairs investigation into Deputy Chief O'Keefe's actions. And she says directives within the department are being changed when it comes to substance abuse issues on the job. Officer Meyer was demoted and placed on unpaid suspension. 4 officers at the scene that day were also disciplined. Brauchler says the window is still open for official misconduct charges against anybody involved.